How's it going, guys? Eric here from Techisode TV, and in today's Techisode, we're going to be taking a look at the Wildtek waterproof case for the Galaxy S6, Galaxy Note 4, iPhone 6 Plus, and pretty much any other smartphone that's ever been made or any smartphone that hasn't even been made yet. On top of that, Wildtek has hooked me up with 9 cases to give away to you guys, so make sure you watch to the end of the video to find out how to enter the giveaway. Alright, let's take a closer look. Here's a look at the front and back of the package. The back of the package lists the compatible devices, which is any phone that is 3.5 inches wide by 6.3 inches tall or smaller. Opening the package, you get the case itself and a very long customizable lanyard that I'll show you a bit later. Here's a look at the case itself. You can see that there's an insert with some more information inside the case. There are 2 latches on the top that are very tight in a good way. In order to open the case, you have to push these out from the back side of the case. Once you've released the 2 latches, the 2 halves will separate. On the inside of the case, you'll find this insert with some details about the case. The most important things here are that the case is made out of thermoplastic polyurethane, or TPU for short, that the touchscreen on your smartphone will still work with the case on, and that it's IPX8 certified to 30 feet underwater. I messaged back and forth with Wildtek about this rating, and you'll be happy to know that the case is actually capable of going down to 100 feet below water without any issues. But Wildtek advertises it at just 30 feet because many phones will crack from the water pressure at depths approaching 100 feet. The idea was not to have a bunch of scuba divers buy the case and end up with dry but crushed phones. I was also told that taking your wallet or other valuable things scuba diving was completely safe with this case. The only thing you need to do is push out the air before you seal the case if you want to dive to those depths. If you're staying above 30 feet, the air in the case won't be an issue. Flip the insert over to the back and we get a link to free products. If you follow that link, you'll be able to sign up to be a beta tester for future Wildtek products, which is pretty awesome. Wildtek also stands behind their cases with a lifetime warranty and damage compensation. So, if your phone breaks due to water damage while using this case, you may be able to get compensated for the damage. However, it does need to be clear that your phone broke as a result of the case malfunctioning. So, if you dropped your phone in the pool, don't think you can just buy one of these cases and try to get a free replacement phone out of it because you'll just end up with a waterproof case and a broken phone. Here's a closer look at how the locking mechanism works. There are 2 latches that push through 2 holes, then squeeze the 2 halves of the case together to create a dust and watertight seal. The seal is made with a groove and wedge method. You can see the groove here and the wedge here. This groove and wedge travels the full length of the shells. To create the seal, the wedge pushes the TPU material into the groove with a lot of force. When using this case, make sure you clear out any dirt or debris from the groove to make sure you get a tight seal. Also, it's important to know that the 2 ABS plastic halves do not sit flush with the case when it's closed. I contacted Wildtek about this, and I was told that this is by design and it's perfectly normal. I looked at a few different cases from Wildtek, and sure enough, they all have that gap. The lanyard connects pretty easily to the top of the case. Just push this part through the top of the case, then feed the rest of the lanyard through the loop, and you're done. The lanyard has some nice features built in. There's a quick disconnect clip and a very adjustable strap so you can wear it slung around your shoulder, around your neck, or you can shrink it down even more and tie it securely to your wrist for when you're in the water. To adjust the strap, just slide this piece one direction to make the strap larger, or slide it in the other direction to make it smaller. As I mentioned earlier, this case is made out of TPU. This is a big advantage over waterproof cases that are made out of PVC, which is most of the cheap $5 to $10 cases you'll find on Amazon. Here are a few quick reasons why TPU is a much better material to have than PVC. TPU is more flexible than PVC, so it's a little easier to do things like roll the case up to fit in your beach bag or click your smartphone's buttons through the case. TPU is tougher than PVC, so it's less likely to tear at the seams, scratch, or crack at low temperatures. TPU also won't harden over time while PVC will. The last benefit to TPU is for any environmentally friendly people out there. TPU is completely biodegradable while PVC is harmful to the environment. But don't worry about your TPU case breaking down because I messaged back and forth with Wildtek and they assured me that it's only biodegradable under a very specific soil environment. Here's a look at the Galaxy Note 4 in the case. The black part of the TPU is small enough that the camera is not obstructed. The sides of the case are extremely malleable, which makes pressing the power and volume buttons on the Note 4 extremely easy. The touchscreen also works extremely well through the case. However, that's not the case for fingerprint readers. It doesn't matter which phone you have, the fingerprint reader won't work. But that's true for every waterproof pouch for reasons that go beyond the scope of this video. As always though, if you want to know why the fingerprint readers won't work, let me know in the comments below and I may make a video about it. A quick note for iPhone 6 Plus users. Since the iPhone 6 Plus is so tall and the camera sits at the top corner, you'll need to insert your iPhone upside down so that the camera doesn't get covered by the black TPU. That really doesn't matter though because you'll be holding the phone sideways when taking pictures or videos anyway. Alright, that's enough talk about the materials and the design, time to discuss how well it works. Spencer, the CEO of Wildtek, highly recommends putting a paper towel or tissue in the case and dunking it underwater when you first get the case to test it out before putting your phone in the case. So, that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to shake it around pretty good and maybe squeeze the case a few times to really try to get the water in there. And why not dunk my Gear S in there while I'm at it? However, I don't recommend making a habit out of dunking your Gear S because it's only rated to be waterproof for just 30 minutes at a depth of 1 meter. Opening the case, you can see that there are a couple drops of water on the inside of the plastic shells. That's to be expected because, as I pointed out earlier, the two plastic halves don't sit flush together. But that's not a problem because no water got past the seal. Taking the paper towel out of the case, you can see that it's completely dry. Oh, and yes, my Gear S still works. Time for the real deal. I'm going to insert my Galaxy Note 4 into the waterproof case and start recording. This also demonstrates how well the touch controls work even through the tough TPU material. Now that we're recording, I'm going to perform the same dunk test as I did with the paper towel. Unfortunately, I should have picked a larger bucket to do this test in because the camera is too close to the sides of the bucket and my Gear S to be able to focus on anything. Don't worry though, I have some 4K footage of sea turtles and a shipwreck that I filmed using this case in Barbados that you can check out by clicking the link in the video or the link in the description. Opening the case back up, we see a few drops again, just like with the paper towel test, but again, that doesn't concern me. Here, you can see a couple drops on the back of the Note 4, but I'm confident that those drops are from pulling the phone out of the case, not from a leak in the case. The reason I'm confident is because of how much I beat up on this case in Barbados without getting any water in it. Which brings me to the next part of the review. This case can take a beating. But oh, here it is. Oh, another one. I ate that one. I drank that whole wave in. The screen went black at the end there because the phone slammed so hard into the rocky sand that the power button was hit and the recording stopped. This happened multiple times over the course of a couple days and the case still looks brand new. Getting beat by waves wasn't the only test I ran this case through. I also took it snorkeling and kept the phone submerged for well over 30 minutes multiple times without a single drop of water getting into the case. So we know that the materials are great and that this case works, but how much can you fit in the case? To demonstrate this, I'm going to try to fit the Note 4 into the Wildtek waterproof case with a couple different Note 4 cases on. First up is the Spigen Neo Hybrid. This is a pretty thin case, so there shouldn't be any issues. Yep, no issues here. Next up is the Spigen Slim Armor case. It's a bit thicker than the Neo Hybrid, but it should still fit. Yep, that one fits too with no issues. The last phone I have to test in this case is the Galaxy S3 just to show you what a smaller phone would look like in the case. Unfortunately, it was extremely difficult to get the Galaxy S3 into the waterproof case because the plastic material that the Galaxy S3 is made out of sticks to other types of plastic very well. Actually, it was near impossible for me to get the Galaxy S3 in at first. That is, until I realized that if you squeeze the sides of the case gently to make a bigger opening, you can just drop the phone right in and shake the case a bit to get the phone to slide the rest of the way in. To get the phone out, just squeeze the sides in the same way, and with 2 fingers, wiggle the phone back out. Pretty simple. If for some reason you're still struggling to get your phone into the case, you can just grab a regular sheet of paper, wrap your phone in it, put the wrapped phone in the waterproof case, then just pull out the paper. Yep, it's that easy. To remove your phone, just do the exact same thing in reverse. The same will also work with a small cloth, paper towels, a tissue, or something similar. Now, this wouldn't be a proper Techisode if I didn't take it to the extremes. I want to know exactly how big of a device I could fit in this case. Since I don't have any super large Note 4 cases to demonstrate this with, I decided to grab the next best thing, my Mobile Pow wireless charging pack. This is nearly twice as thick as the Galaxy Note 4, almost the exact same height, and only a hair narrower. The Mobile Pow wireless charger fits in the case perfectly fine. Now it's time to see if I can fit both the Mobile Pow wireless charger and the Note 4. It's tight, but it fits. I can't think of any phone case that makes your phone thicker than 27 millimeters, so it looks like the only thing that will stop you from fitting your phone in the Wildtek waterproof case is if your phone is wider than 3.5 inches or taller than 6.3 inches. Aside from that, you're good to go. The last test for the Wildtek waterproof case is a sound test to see if it's possible to have a phone conversation while your phone is still inside the waterproof case. As you can probably tell when the waves are crashing, the sound quality is pretty good. Add to that the fact that I'm currently recording this with my Galaxy Note 4 in the waterproof case mounted to a tripod, and I'd say the sound quality is quite phenomenal. You definitely don't have to worry about whether or not the other person can hear you. But can you hear them? And are the speakers loud enough that you can listen to music next to a pool while your phone is inside the case? Well, that's what the next test is for. As you could tell, the audio quality was actually pretty good. I only lost about 2 or 3 decibels when I put the phone in the case, which is awesome. So that means you guys are all set to use this case to listen to music next to a pool without having to worry about your phone getting wet or not being able to hear the music. There is one more thing to check out, and that is a pro tips video that I'll be posting very soon. It is a tips and tricks on how to optimize your experience when using a smartphone underwater. Time for the exciting part, the giveaway. As I mentioned earlier, Wildtek hooked me up with 9 cases to give away to you guys. There are 3 types of cases. There's the black case, which you've seen throughout the video, a white case, and a brand new clear case that hasn't even been released yet. That's right, you can win one of these before anyone else even gets a chance to buy one. Oh, and did I mention that the clear cases also have glow-in-the-dark inserts? Pretty cool, huh? These also serve to strengthen the case. As neat as the glow-in-the-dark inserts are, the most notable thing about the clear case is that since it's clear, you can put your iPhone 6 Plus in it in any orientation and not have to worry about the camera being blocked. There's also a new locking mechanism on this one. The only advantage I noticed to the new locking mechanism is that it's a bit easier to lock and unlock the case, which is definitely a welcome change. Also, don't worry about your glow-in-the-dark inserts interfering with your volume and power buttons. Those are still very easy to press. I did run one of the clear cases through the paper towel test just to make sure the new locking mechanism works well, and sure enough, I didn't even get a drop of water on the paper towel. The one thing that is a bit of a step back is that you can't roll this one up as easily because of the inserts. Other than that, this is a solid case. Entering the giveaway is easy. All you have to do is like and share this video on social networks to help spread the news about Wildtek cases. For each social network you share this video on, you will receive 1 entry. You'll also receive 2 bonus entries for following Wildtek on Twitter at Wildtek Outdoor. So, if you shared this video on Facebook, Google+, and Twitter, and you followed Wildtek Outdoor on Twitter, then you'd receive 5 entries into the giveaway. After that, leave a comment down below letting me know which social networks you shared this video on, and whether or not you followed Wildtek Outdoor on Twitter. Also in your comment, let me know what your first, second, and third pick is for a case in case you do happen to be one of the winners. Make sure you leave this comment because without the comment, you won't be entered into the giveaway. You have until April 5th, which is Easter Sunday, to enter the giveaway. Then after that, I will upload a video of me drawing and announcing the winners. So there you have it, one of the best waterproof cases for just about any smartphone that currently exists, as well as just about any smartphone that hasn't even come out yet. Let me know what you guys think about the Wildtek waterproof case. Is it awesome? Do you guys just gotta have it? Will you maybe buy one eventually? Or are you just not interested in it at all? Then again, if that was the case, you probably wouldn't have made it this far through the video. Regardless, I'll have a poll on my Google Plus page, which I'll have linked below, where you guys can go and vote. Also, don't forget to check out the 4K underwater footage that I got using this case here, as well as all of my other in-depth videos that you can check out here. Another quick update is that I will be getting the Galaxy S6 as well as the Apple Watch in April, so subscribe to the channel to see those videos right when I post them, and comment below to let me know exactly what you guys want to know about those two devices so I can make videos tailored to exactly what you guys want to see. Finally, that's it for this Techisode. I'll see you guys in the next one.